It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pats and the Cardinals. Just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4 week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your...
The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. And off we go from Glendale. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Cardinals offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. He'll push ahead to the 21. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Mooney. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now the first carry of the game for Deontay Foreman. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Kirsten Darrisaw, the 1st-round pick in 2021. Guilty that time. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Now a screen set up for Barkley. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st down, Lawrence. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Deontay Foreman. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll begin here on the ground. Oh, 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence now. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now here's Lawrence. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They go play action for Lawrence. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Following the penalty, he'll run it. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now he'll run. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion comes Andrews. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Pats will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cards offense ready to get back to work. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Stroud. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's going to be a little short of the 1st down there. He's up to the 45-yard line. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A running play here for Foreman. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out quickly, and it's Adams. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Stroud to throw. Quick one to Smith and Jigba. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. will start on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, New England.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. First and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. Good work there to get this back close to a 1st down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here comes Foreman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Here's Barkley. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time, they try Barkley. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And now it's 4th and goal.
On for the field goal.
Whose kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie this game up here late in the first half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, just a pair of field goals in that first half. It is 3-3 at the break as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Patriots running for the punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cardinals offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Daniil Hunter with the stop. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Now a 3rd and 2.
brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Stroud. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll pitch it to Barkley. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. Got a man open. It's Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup. On second down, Stroud. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Now, Stroud. That's caught. It's Deontay Foreman.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Whoa! And he's out of bounds inside the 30. Now here's Lawrence. Here's a screen set up for P-Rod.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A run, it's P-Ron. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Lawrence now on 2nd down. This one caught by Patrick. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. That's on the 1st-round pick back in April, J.C. Latham. To throw is Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That's on the Pro Bowl center, one of the best in the game, Creed Humphrey. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. In motion comes Andrews. Godwin working the right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. He'll check this down to the running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Stroud. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll run. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Throwing on second down. Stroud. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense. And Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going up top and looking for Andrews. So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Room to run at the 40. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll run here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. The visitors' offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to have a Patriots first down. He's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence now. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now whistles here and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. In motion comes Andrews. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Foreman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Brown. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Now Stroud. Now here comes the screen to Foreman.
A gain of 7.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. On the carry is Piron. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Patrick motioning here. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. On the ground, this is Pirro. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Cardinals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Stroud to throw. That one is caught by Mooney. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Stroud. That's taken in. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
That's good for the Cardinals.
And now the spike will come just under 40 ticks remaining. Another try, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll look deep, left sideline. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Cards 1st down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. They convert with a gain of 15. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.